Hello and welcome back to Leslie Crafts. Today we're doing a little bit different. Excuse me. It's never too early for Halloween, so I made this little potion bottle. Now I haven't cut the acetate, I haven't cut the window out, purely because I didn't want to, but I still think it looks really cute. But we're going to make another one. And we're going to slightly do a little bit differently. Well, I say differently, just more papers. But no, that is what we're doing. So I've cut everything out. This is purely from Cricut, and I've just added my bits to it. So first of all, what we're going to do is stick all the papers together on it, because I just find it easy doing it flat. And the only other thing I've done is I've stamped the sentiment, which is "Hello friend, it's the only stamp set I have available," as I'm filming these while I'm still, when everything's still packed. So I will just go on there. So little tombstone, which I think is quite good. And then we've got the little bits here. So yeah, I just fancied doing this. I shouldn't really be making anything really. Purely because I'll need to pack it. So yeah, I think that's upside down. It's one of these papers where it's physically everywhere, so I don't think it really matters which way I put up or down. So it's Sunday when I'm filming this, and I've just come back from work, so I'm having a bit of a relax, and I thought, well, I'll come in and do a video. Didn't fancy making a card, so I thought I'll make another box. So here we are, making another Halloween box. So just have that one there, and then that can go on to dry. And I'm just picking these up as, and I've just picked some coordinating paper for the side bits, and yeah, so it's the same side, it's the same measurement both sides, so quite easy. So one of the things I want to do when I'm settled is use some knit pick papers as well, so I quite like that style as well. Might not actually need that one, because I think that goes inside the box. So that's that. So again, this perfume box can be used for almost I want to do it when I can. I want to do like a perfume version with a doll from Natalie's collection. I think that might look quite good, especially for like a birthday, like an 18th or 21st, or even like a 30th or 40th. I think that would look quite nice. Might do that. So again, I'm leaving the very bottom one until I know which side out I'm going to be doing it. There we go. And then we've got like the lid of the bottle. So it's like, by the time all these are glued on together, it's like 5 layers, so it's quite sturdy. And of course you can do, you know, potion bottles and stuff like that with it. So there's another piece to go on the bottom, so it just hides all of his just like so. Now I'm just gonna put that to one side, but I'm just gonna put it underneath the punch. So it's nice and heavy, and then these obviously go on the front. Now I done front and back this time, so I just wanted to see what that looked like. So there we go. So how cute. And then we can do this start. I'm going to start with that one, and then we can start putting this together. Now I only glue a little bit at a time, so I do the first two, and then I just find it easier to hold. just going to put glue on all the rest of the tabs. Oops. Gives you like a bit of chance to move stuff around as well. So but you can start seeing it coming together. And then we do the same on this side. The only difference is that this bottom one doesn't have a tab, so you know, but no, so this is my new favourite. Oh, I say that the envelope ones are quite good as well. So now I think I'm going to put this square on the outside, because I'll just have it glued down like that. The other one's on the inside. I don't think it really matters much. A lot of these files on what do you call it, Cricut, or I would say the same with Cameo or Burascan and Kurt, is they don't come with instructions. It's like, there's your file, go and figure it out yourself. It's great sometimes, but not always. So that is one side of a bottle done. So, and you will stand up. While I'm just doing that, I'm just going to get this little bit here. Just give me my time just to help set a little bit. And then I can do the same here. So the join line is on this side, so I want to do that flap last. You're not going to necessarily see it, but if it's all facing in one direction, it's just a little bit easier. Just make sure that this is as square as you can get it, because obviously it will make a difference. When you're putting the lid on. sure what those papers are. So there we go. And we can come back to this one and then just put glue lightly on all these tabs. So you can see how much, you know, it will hold. So, and when the neck's wide enough to get stuff down it. So, and then we just, now I go from the bottom, line the bottom up and then go to the top. And then just line the top up, because you can get your fingers in on the top, not so much down on the bottom. So there's your bottle done. I quite like the side bits. Once we're done, we'll have a look, see what people's opinion are. Now, this will go on there, and I just get, whoops, look at that, it's all shifted. How did that happen? So pick your best side. Some of it's going to get covered up anyway because of decoration and stuff like that. So I just put the glue on top of the lid. And I'll just put it on there, and then I'll try and work out where the centre is really. Just put that down. And there we go. So there's your basics, and then you can decorate. I'm going to start to do the same what I did on the top. So I'm going to have 2 leaves. Found these while I was tidying, and then flowers. And then once I found my gems and stuff, I can pop the gems on and stuff. So and again, I don't mind it hanging off because, you know, it's part of it really, isn't it? So I'm going to have 1 leaf in there, and I'm going to have 1 like that. So there's like my flower arrangement until the gems are on, or, you know, just the way it is. And then I'm just going to lay that. I'm going to take the lid off so the flowers don't go off anywhere. And then I'm going to get the ephemera out. then we can work out what we want, which is always the biggest issue for me. Maybe, do you know what, I'm not going to think about it, I'm just going to do it. If it looks really wrong, then I'm sure we can sort it, but so yeah, I think the biggest thing for me always is working out where I want stuff. It's always been my biggest issue. There we go. So nice. Once things have dried, I can move around the flowers and stuff. But no, so that's that one there. And then that's the tag. To do plain white on this one. There we go. So that is that one there. And that one. How cute are these? Just the same ones, but two different. Be interesting to see which ones you like, whether or not just like the plain front one with the lid decorated, or the actual everything. I'm leaving that on there, so it's on the bottom. But no, I quite like them. I like them both. But I must admit, if I'm going to make any more, I'm going to do the side bits as well. Which I think it just adds to it. But I do quite like them. And I think if I do, depending on where I move to, depending on if it's a flat or like a bungalow or a house, then depending on where I am, I might make some for Halloween and just put my details on the back and just hand them out. I think they'll look really good. I am quite biased, I think. Because there's some more Halloween ones I want to get from her, from Nina. And I might do some from Knitwits as well, which I quite like for Halloween. So total different vibes and everything else. But no, thank you for watching, and we will see you again fairly soon. Okay, bye now.